What is going on, everyone? My name is Iceman. Welcome back to Garry's mod. Let me enable this real quick, because I want to enable that. Whoa, the FPS. And by the way, the FPS counter is down here. See my mouse here? FPS counter is down here. FPS 10, ping 25. Okay, that's what that is. And I know you hear Skyrim music in the background. That's a mod for Garry's mod here, and I like it. This is some ambient music, so Garry's mod is not dull and boring, you know what I mean? Like without anything to listen to, just when you're not doing anything, you know what I mean? Anyways, I have, well, let me just say this. I have a big fucking surprise for you guys. Well, to fellow developers and coders and stuff like that, computer tech savvy kids out there and stuff, that play Garry's mod, I'm going to... Whoa! There we go. To fellow developers out there and stuff, I have a big surprise for you guys in this video here. The only problem is I may or may not be allowed to show you guys what I can show you what I did, but I don't know if I can teach you how to do it, is the thing. But I have a big surprise for you guys. Anyways, the reason I did GM Construct here is a little bit kind of, I don't know. Well, for the big thing that I want to share is the thing for developers and stuff. Let me spawn Chloe here. Okay, there's Chloe. And let me spawn Max. Actually, well, yeah, okay, never mind. So, all I'm going to say is, with these girls, hold on.
Please, go ahead.
Oh, okay, so a little hint to what the big surprise is for you guys. A little hint of that is, let me just say the following. Chloe Price and Maxine Caulfield here, and all of my VJ-based custom NPCs or whatever, you know, running off of VJ base, all of them are now, especially these girls, are now perfect. They are perfect. There's your hint. So if you guys watched my my Chloe Price, Max Caulfield VJ base NPC video or whatever, when we were on Vita and I was just showcasing the girls, in that video I explain what the main issue is with these girls. Now if you've seen that video, that should ring a bell and say, holy shit, did you seriously fix that? And I'm going to say, yes, I did.
I'm hella ready.
So now is the big Well, first, let me spawn... Oh, no, let me spawn... Well, actually... Huh. I don't know if I should... Okay. You know what? Let me go here. So there's a mod. So I've been thinking about it and I've been like, you know, I have Max here and I have Chloe.
Count me in.
But there's no Rachel. What about Rachel? You know what I mean? Of course she's a stubborn fucking little bitch, but regardless, where's Rachel, you know? Thing is, there is no NPC of Rachel Amber for Gmod. There is no...
I gotcha.
There is, like, for the... Okay, let me do this. Actually...
I gotcha.
So, like... For the punk version, like, okay, so there are mods of Rachel Amber for Gmod. But there's the punk version and there's the regular version. The punk version, or the regular version, comes with the player model, but that's it. Just comes with the player model. And what I'm talking about is this here. Let me just show you. Forgive me. You know me and food, and if you don't, I love to eat very professionally in front of my viewers. Apologies, you know me. Anyways. If we go here and we search Rachel Amber, we get some things that pop up. Well, these two, basically. You have the punk version, and you have the regular version. This version, the regular version, is a player model. A player model and ragdoll. Okay? Rachel Amber, life has changed before the storm. Okay? So you have her with the player model. But no NPC. No NPC, just a player model. Excuse me. Then you have this. Rachel Amber Punk. The punk version of Rachel Amber, right? If I click this, that's a good shot. If I click this, it's Rachel Amber Punk outfit from Life is Strange. Okay. It's a model. Okay, it's a ragdoll only. See, he says, I'm not going to make player model or NPC. It's something hard for me to do. I already tried much times. Even tried to import from Source Filmmaker or XNA Lara to Gmod, and I can't. I don't understand. It's not easy. I hope you can understand. Until I learn in some moment how to do it, I'll be uploading just ragdolls models. Thank you. All I'm going to say is, mate, Warrior Clem or whatever your name is, mate. All I'm going to say is, I feel you. Making a player model or NPC is fucking difficult from just a ragdoll. Just having a ragdoll, having a model, and then making a player model or NPC, that's very difficult. It is very difficult. However, I did it. So I was able to do it. So I feel this guy. It was very difficult. So I also there's a version of Maxine. Max in Rachel's clothes. Okay, player model. This is a player model only, so no NPC. okay? But this I like. So it's a player model with no NPC, right? I call bullshit. You know why? Because... Where is Max? Max. There you go. Check it out.
I'm right behind.
See? I call bullshit, and that's why. Check it out. I took the player model and I made a working NPC based on VJ base. Okay. So it is possible.
I gotcha.
And they both have sound, so I'm gonna get rid of her. I don't know why I'm lagging so much. But
I gotcha.
But anyways. So we have that. So basically for the Rachel Amber thing, for the punk version, because I really like the punk version. There we go. Here's the punk version, right? Alright, let me get rid of this. Okay. By default, with that mod, with the Rachel Amber Punk, you just get this. If you subscribe to it, this is all you get. This right here. That is all you get. Hold on one sec. This is all you get. Save collisions.
Right behind you.
This is all you get. Is just a ragdoll. Okay? Use a physics. Whoa! Oh, I went prone. Sorry, hold on. Went prone by accident. There we go. And yes, I can go prone. See? This is what you get. And I'm not good at this kind of thing, but you know what I mean? You get the ragdoll, okay? That's all you get. Okay. So all you get is the ragdoll. Oh, she looks dead. That's all you get. But I'm thinking to myself, fuck that shit. You know? Fuck that. I want to play a model of Rachel. I want to play a model of this bitch. Let's just say I made one. Rachel. Oh, and I have a player model of the.
I gotcha.
Oh, actually, this was already there. This was already there. Never mind. No. Check it out. And she works too. Look, if I apply. If I apply the player model and then I go third person, check it out. Server cheats 1. Actually, let's try 2, see what that does. If anything. Third person. Right, okay.
I got
check it out. See? I am legitimately playing as Rachel now. And this will work online too, as long as people have the...
Please, go ahead.
The mod or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. It's really hard to say. I'd have to check that with a friend, but you can see that I can literally play as Rachel Amber. And, you know, the punk version. And I'm like, this is fucking cool. Hold on one sec, let me get my player model back. Right, okay. So, but I'm like, okay, I have a player model, but I mean, what, an NPC of Rachel Amber, you know, with sounds and everything, that'd be dope. Needless to say, I also achieved that. And by the way, I'm not trying to boast or brag about my talent or anything. I'm just saying that it's possible. That's really all I'm trying to say here. It's possible. Check it out. And she's got sounds.
Chloe.
See? Chloe.
I'm on it.
Oh, that was Chloe. Why did I look at Max? I'm so stupid. Anyways, check it out. Rachel Amber. There you go. She's got full sounds just like the rest of the girls. And I also have a regular version too, but it looks...
I got you.
Shall we say it's deformed? Yeah. This one is severely deformed. I mean, just look at that. And this is a problem with the model itself. The only way to fix stuff like this would be to...
Chloe Price.
like, to fucking re-rig the module, re-rate it and all that shit. That's what the issue is here. It's the module itself. And I'm not... I mean, I could fix it, but I'm not going to because... why bother, really? I mean, it's not like she's fully... it's not like I can't see her face and know it's Rachel, you know what I mean? I can look at this and say, okay, this is Rachel. Anyways, so I have that, okay? Now, for the big surprise. All you developers, devies out there, all you coders, computer science majors like me, all you tech savvy students out there. I don't know why I say kids because not many kids are really tech savvy, but when I'm talking about is like okay, all you core students out there who play Garry's mod, like me, okay? All you core students like me out there who play Garry's mod and or are a computer science major or whatever, or have used VJ Base before, I'm gonna make your day right now, hopefully. Alright. So if like at the beginning of the video I asked if you I referenced my other video, the one we were inviting, and it's the NPC Chloe Price VJ Base Max Caulfield Chloe Price Max Caulfield VJ Base NPC video on GM_Viton, the little map, that snowy map. If you recall, in that video I said that the only issue with these girls here and all of my, you know, VJ based AI, the only issue with the girls is their footstep sounds. Okay, remember that? I'm like saying the only issue is their footstep sounds. Other than that, they're perfect. Okay. That was their only issue, was the footstep sounds. Now, in that video, I explain how difficult it is and how it, you know, is probably not possible to actually fix them without, or fix the footstep sounds without coding my own version of Max and Chloe from scratch. Like, basically remaking VJ Base under the base AI system
I gotcha.
from Garry's mod. Because basically the way it worked was it was kind of a double-edged sword. It was kind of like, what would you rather have? Would you rather have Max and like, what would I rather have? Would I rather have Max and Chloe be able to speak and fight and follow me if I want them to or not, and make their own decisions, but have the footstep sounds of concrete, whatever, the concrete footstep sounds wherever the fuck they go? Or would I want the footstep sounds to be accurate, but them be dumb in the sense that I would have to re-script and recode the entire thought processes and systems, and recode the entire AI setup? What would I rather do? Would I rather have good footstep sounds, but AI, but have to recode thousands of lines of code? Or would I rather not have to have code thousands of lines of code, but have the same footstep sounds everywhere I go? So it was kind of like, what would I, what do I choose? What would I rather have? And it was really hard because I wasn't sure what I would choose. So I kept going back and forth, and I kept trying to make custom they're called SNPCs, the scripted NPCs for Garry's mod. I tried playing around making custom scripted SNPCs for Garry's mod based on Max and Chloe. That didn't work because, to be quite honest, I did not know how to do it, because I'm not fluent in Lua or anything. So I'm not fluent in Lua, so I would have to learn the language first, like fully learn the language first before I could achieve something like that. I would have to fully do that first, and then try to possibly code them again, with no guarantee that it's even possible to fully code a equivalent VJ base AI system off of the base AI system for Garry's mod. There was no guarantee of that. So it's like, what do I do? I was kind of stuck, and it was pissing me off. And then one day, or like 2 days ago, well, actually no, it's taking me 2.5 days. But basically, 2.5 days ago, I was on Garry's mod making a video, actually, but I deleted it because it was terrible. But I was making a video, and while recording, it was pissing me off so much, so I just stopped recording, and because the video was bad or whatever. And I thought, maybe I can make my own script maybe I could ask the game, code my own script to, like, maybe there's a way to check the ground material within Lua for Garry's mod. Maybe there's a function that can do that. Hold on. Sorry. Notifications. Maybe there's a function where I can do that. Okay.
Count me in.
Oh my god. It's lag, dude. Alright, so maybe there's a way that I can check what the ground material is. And there kind of was. Like, what I needed was not check the material of the ground, but like
I'm
check
on
get the entity or of the ground, because if you think about it, and his like Devi talk right now, his Devi talk. So if you don't understand this, don't worry, it's okay. It was only for me to worry about, and not you guys. For all you tech savvy guys out there, coding and all that, programming and all that, you may understand this. So basically, if you think about it, or I should say you likely understand it. So anyways,
I'm right behind
if you think about it, the world is an entity, because if the world wasn't an entity, I would just fall right through the world. There's got to be some code. There's got to be something, some code, some entity, invisible entity on the world, stating that you're on the world. Because like if this building here was not an entity, I could just walk right through it. But I can't. See, it's blocking me. There's got to be an invisible entity here blocking me, stating that this part is a wall, it's a building. You can't go through it. Okay? So, thinking of that, I thought, okay, so the world is an entity. It's got to be an entity, and I actually got that confirmed too. So the world is an entity on Garry's mod. The world is an entity, and then I thought, okay, the ground is an entity as well.
Count me in.
Like, okay, so there's a function. There's a function in Lua called get ground entity, and it's one of Gary Newman's functions on the wiki. It's called get ground entity, or it would be the object, or like the entity name, and then colon, and then I believe colon. I don't fully remember, but it's get ground entity, and then two braces. Anyways, it's called get ground entity, and I've been looking at that function for a while, and I'm like, get ground entity. That's got to be what I need, you know. That's got to be it. Get ground entity. Okay. I tried using get ground entity, and it was difficult because I ran a script. I made my own script. Tried to, and it actually fucking worked. And let me just say, this was the first programming project I've ever done. Like, something that I've sat down on my own time, like not including school or anything. Sat down on my own time and coded something from scratch. First project ever. And holy fuck, I did it. But just this close to not making it, you know? I just scraped by. Thankfully. But thank fuck I did, right? Okay, anyways. There's the get ground entity, and I would think if you get the ground entity and put it in a variable, and then you display that, you print that variable, let's say in the console here.
Go ahead.
Let's say you display that variable. That will tell you what the ground entity is that you are standing on, or whatever. Okay, or what the girls are standing on, or whatever. First, I tested everything through the player. So I tested everything through me first, and then I tested it through the girls, which worked basically the same way.
I got you.
A little bit more hard to test though. But anyways, so I did get ground entity, and it kept showing up either unknown, or it kept showing up as world spawn, entity 0, or world spawn. And thinking about it, it's getting the ground entity what they are standing on, so that means it's only telling me that the girls are standing on the world. They're standing on the world. Like if I ran that script right now, it would say that the girls are standing on the world spawn. it would say the girls are standing on the world spawn, which is not what I want. I don't want, you know, the world. I don't want the world spawn. I don't want that. I don't care if they're on the world or not. What I care about is what surface material they are standing on. Because if you think about it, like right now, if I walk around, see, it's concrete sounds, right?
I gotcha.
If I walk over on the grass here, hold on.
I'm hella ready.
If I walk on the grass here, I don't know if you could hear it very well, but I had sounds of me walking on grass. So I was thinking about it, I'm like, okay, there's got to be a function somewhere. There's got to be something that returns the fact that you're standing on concrete or grass or whatever, okay? There's got to be something, some code or function that returns that stuff, that information to the computer. And then I thought, oh well, fuck. What about? Then I thought, maybe it might actually be in the BSP file, like basically the map file itself compiled in by itself and all that shit. In the map itself telling the game that. But then I thought, well, no, because you need to have. I haven't made a map for Garry's Mod or Left 4 Dead or Source or anything like that, so I have no idea. But I think inside a BSP file, it's in that archive. There's like there's the Lua folder and models and all that shit. Okay. And thinking of that, I'm like, because I know there's maps that are custom scripted. So if they're custom scripted, that means you're using Lua in Garry's Mod to do that. Okay?
I gotcha.
That means you're custom scripting it, okay? And so I thought, okay, so it can't be the map. So I thought there's got to be an internal function somewhere.
I gotcha.
On the wiki, hopefully. And yes, there is, but it's not exactly... Not exactly...
Go ahead. I gotcha.
Not exactly easy to find, shall we say, because it took me 2.5 days to fucking do it. But anyways, like 2.5 days getting up at 10 o'clock in the morning, working all the way up till midnight, and then going to bed, waking up 10 a.m. the next morning after that, staying up all day up to midnight, working on it, trying to fix bugs and all that shit, and trying to figure it out without any documentation. I had to do that for 2.5 days. So, needless to say, I'm tired as fuck. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm like, it's got to be. There's got to be a function somewhere. There's got to be. And if there isn't, you're shit out of luck, and that would just suck because, like, I know there's people. I know that. I was wondering like how the base AI of Garry's Mod, how the base AI was coded.
I gotcha.
How the base AI had their footstep sounds coded. Well, the unfortunate thing is, that's one thing I can't get is that information, how it was coded, because that shit is not coded in Lua, but is coded internally in C++ for Garry's Mod. So it's not like I can go. I'd have to like. I don't know. I'd have to like get the source code of the source and well, you can get the source code of the source engine and all that shit, but like for Garry's Mod specifically, I would need to get the source code of Garry's Mod specifically, which would be very difficult to do and not worth my time. And getting the exact information I need would be pretty much impossible. Pretty much. There's still that little 2% chance that I'd be able to do it, but you know, get the exact information I need, but there's that 98% chance it's like nah. Okay. But anyways, so I'm like, there's got to be something in Lua. There's got to be something I can do that will give
Please,
me
go ahead.
the surface material entity, the surface material that I am standing on. Let me just say, the get ground entity function is terrible. Fuck that shit. That shit is not what I needed. What I actually needed to do was, I know there's something called a trace route, okay? It's like a trace route. Basically what it does is, you're taking an imaginary line, you tell its position, imaginary line, and you trace an imaginary line wherever you want. Straight line. So I thought, because I know the trace route function, it had a lot of arguments that could have been like passed to it and stuff. It also had a lot of things it could return. And one of the things it could return was the material type. Little did I know, the material type is not what I needed. What I actually needed was something I don't know what happened. Like, somehow my brain clicked. Like, basically, I noticed surface property. Can't speak. Surface property ID below that is one of the things you can return. Something inside me kind of said, you know what? Try the surface property ID function, or try getting that. Try getting that passed back. That was the key right there. The surface property ID, which is like this here on the screen. Basically, you can get the surface property ID, which comes back I believe an integer, just a number. Comes back a number, and
please, go ahead.
But the thing is, I didn't know. Like, I can't tell what the number is. Like, it's just a number. Like, a number tells me nothing with regards to the surface type. But so luckily there is a function called get surface property ID by name or something like that. It'll be on the screen here. It's probably wrong, but I'll put it on the screen here for you guys. But it's something like that. It's whatever's showing up there at the moment, and that function will basically say, instead of giving you back a number, it will give you back a word or a string that explains what the ID, what that number relates to. So once I did that, and I ran the basically what I did was, what I wanted to do, what I first did was did a trace route from my eyes, the player's eyes, straight to my crosshair, wherever my crosshair is showing. Wherever my crosshair is. So where my crosshair is pointing, okay? It's not where I'm standing or anything, but it's where it's pointing. So if I point here, it should show concrete. If I point here, it should show grass. Okay? So I set that up with the trace route, and then I run the script, server side, Lua _open script, not _co, but just script, and then I called it script.lua. I don't have any more because I don't need it. But I put my crosshairs, at the concrete here, and I run the script. That trace route returned.
I gotcha. I'm on it.
The word concrete. And then I got chills all over my spine. And I'm like, oh fuck, is this what I need right here? I looked over to some grass, ran the script again, and it said grass. And then I looked at like some brick or or I looked at I think wood, like a wood structure, and it said that the surface property ID is wood. I looked at the sky and it said default silent. I still don't know what that means, but like I looked over at sand too, and it said that the surface material, surface property name is sand. So I'm like, holy shit, this is exactly what I need right here. This is the key right here. This shit is actually telling me the surface property ID of whatever I'm looking at. So if I can just code my own script to, instead of get me the surface property ID of whatever I'm looking at, or whatever the girls look at theoretically, let me get the surface property ID of what I'm standing on, or essentially the girls stand on, okay? And I thought, this traceroute function, this table, is what I need right here. This is exactly what I need. This is the key to getting footstep sounds to actually be customized in Lua. For any NPC, really. Well, for VJ-based NPCs, because you only have to do this if you have VJ-based NPCs. SNPCs, sorry. So what I did was, there is no function that like there's a function that that on the eye angles, basically it gets the position of the eyes, whatever the eyes are looking at, and then there's angles where you can like kind of angle off, offset that angle with the trace route. There was no eye angles function to trace straight down, but there was one that traces up, straight up. So what I did was I'm like, okay, down is the opposite of up. So if I take that trace route, or the eye angles, make it go up, and inverse that by subtracting that value, by subtracting the up value, and I'm not sure if the logic here is correct or the mathematics is correct here, but basically the eye angles, I get the inverse of that by subtracting the up value from the eye position. So it basically goes straight up, take the inverse of that, so the trace route goes straight down instead. And basically I masked it so that I filtered it out so that the trace route won't hit any entity, it will only hit the world entity basically. So it's basically, I set it so that it will skip everything else and only hit the world. Okay? It will only hit the world entity, is what it will hit. And so then I'm like, okay, so I do that, and so I coded it like in a for loop and stuff, and I coded it so that I get the surface property ID or surface property name of whatever the trace route hits going straight down. So and hitting the world, which essentially it would be hitting this, which is concrete. And if I go over here and I go straight down, it'd be hitting this, which is grass. Okay?
Please go ahead.
So I basically said, if the surface property ID returns, or if my custom variable, if my variable, which is basically what the property name of what the trace captured, if that returned, if the surface property name is returned the word concrete, then play the sound table, the VJ-based sound table of concrete footstep sounds, appropriate concrete footstep sounds, and then end. And then I also said, if if, and the code is kind of messy a little bit, but again, I'm not fluent, so it was really tricky. But
I gotcha.
if the trace, so what I had it do was print out on the screen or on the console
Gotcha.
it will set the footstep sounds and then print out in the console the whatever the prop name is, the Surface ID prop name is, and it was working and then it wasn't working, so I had to go through a debug phase, and the debug phase is what took the longest time. That's the shit that took 2 full day, that's the shit that took like 24 hours to do.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Literally 24 fucking hours to do. It took 12 hours. Like I was up from, or more than 24 hours too. It was like, got up at 10 o'clock in the morning, got to my computer, tried to work on it, figure it out, get errors and all that shit, debug it, try to figure it out.
I'm hella ready.
All the way till midnight that night, and then the next morning, go to bed, next morning, 10 o'clock a.m., get up again, try to work on it, and then I end up working on it all the way up till midnight that night, and then I go to bed, wake up this morning, and figure it out this morning. So I figured this out this morning, so I am pumped for this shit. So that's why I'm doing a video here on it. So basically, the thing is I kept getting a major error, and the error was it kept giving me attempted to index global ent, and it kept getting a nil value, NIL, which means basically nothing in Lua. So it kept getting nothing. It didn't know what ent meant. So I'm like, well, fuck, this is what I need. And then it's weird because there were times when the only time the script would run is if I made a change in the file and then saved the file. And then the script would run once.
I gotcha.
So I needed to find a way to like, some people think, ICE, create a timer. Just a timer function that will iterate or run a piece of code over a specified period of time every 5 seconds or whatever the fuck I choose.
I gotcha.
I tried that. The timer kept failing because of that ent issue. Timer, that was out of the question.
I gotcha.
That I could not use that technique. Loops, I tried to do while loop, and I crashed the game like 3 times doing infinite loops by accident on the shit, and I kept crashing the game on it.
I'm right behind you.
And keep in mind, it takes like 15 minutes to load a single map on my Garry's mod, so every time it crashes, I have to wait at least 20 minutes before I can test again or make a new change, and making individual character by character changes in a script and having to wait 15-20 minutes for a map to load each time the game crashes, that can piss you off. Anyways, so I was making those changes, and I then thought, okay, what am I supposed to do? So I knew the girls ran off of VJ base, and I thought, I
gotcha.
what about the entity think function? Because the think function is called basically every frame or every tick of a server, I'm pretty sure. I'd have to look up on that again, but the think function,
I gotcha.
I could override that if I wanted to, so I thought, what if I put my script, and the script worked except for the ent thing. And it was weird because sometimes the footstep sounds worked and other times they didn't. So like you know, certain times it would work on concrete, and then when I walk over to the grass, it would give me an error. Or not me, but the girls. If Chloe walked over to, because I use Chloe as the dummy, so if Chloe walked over to the grass, it would show up an error and just flood my console. Just error, flooding constantly. And it was a real bitch. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this ent crap, okay? And I thought, let me make my own think function. So basically overriding VJ base a little bit. VJ base's think function. Let me override that. I put my script in there, and everything was fine, but the problem was the girls were neutral to me. They weren't my friends. I couldn't have them follow me or anything.
I gotcha.
They were neutral NPCs. So I'm like, well shit, what am I supposed to do? Unfortunately, what I had to do, what I was required to do and forced to do, was to take the entire think function of the VJ base NPC VJ human base dot init dot lua, or you know, init.lua, that file, the think function in there. I was required to copy all of that code.
I gotcha.
Not the entire init.lua code, because that's insane. 5,000 lines of code. No, fuck that. All I needed was the think function. So I copied the think function, which was not too bad. I pasted it into below. I got rid of the ent.footstep table that you normally would put in a VJ base NPC in the init server file. I got rid of that because I'm not going to use that anymore, because I don't want that overriding the custom footstep sounds. So what I did was I
gotcha.
What I did was I copied all of that below at the very bottom, and then I put my I put my script inside the think function, kind of, you know, all the way down in a specific area, and the think function worked. The girls could follow me and everything, but I kept getting that ent error. But it was like flooding my console. So the good thing is the code was that my script was being run over and over and over again, which is good. And what I needed to have, keep in mind, what I need to do is I need to have the script run over and over and over and over again. But that's if Chloe is actually alive and spawned in. If I remove her, I don't want that script continuing to run, checking for her footstep sounds. Because one, that's going to create an error probably, and two, it's like that's waste of processing power, and that could be considerable lag. So only run my code if the girls are spawned and alive, and they are alive and they are on the ground. Because I wouldn't want them making footstep sounds while they're in the air flying or whatever. You know what I mean?
I'm right behind you.
So I checked that, and I kept getting that ent error, and I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit? And then I thought, hold on. I looked in the think function. I looked in that code. There was, and I found the sound table code in there, and
I gotcha.
I noticed that there was not a single ent dot whatever. There was none of that. Everything was the word self, all in lowercase, dot. Self dot sound table. Self dot default sound table. Self dot colon is alive or whatever. You know? Self dot. That's what it was. and I thought, what if what if the reason is because it doesn't understand what ent is? What if it's looking for the self NPC? Ah, shit, hold on. There we go. Is anyone alive?
I do. So I hear a James. Do we have a Cliff?
Yes,
We do.
I'm here.
And I was like, I hear James. Do we have Cliff?
God damn it. You didn't catch what I was doing there, did you?
No, I didn't.
I was...
I gotcha.
No, I kept saying, I'm here. I was pretending I was Cliff. Trying to fuck with you.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm actually insanely happy right now at the moment.
Good.
Yeah, because... Like, for once in my life, right? Because, you remember how I kept talking to you about, like, the footstep sounds and all that stuff
Please,
with
go ahead.
the girls and how they were the same wherever you go? I actually fixed that.
Nice.
But the thing is, I would think I'm the only person that has actually done it.
Nice.
Because it was so hard, like, I mean, I don't think anyone else has coded the footstep sounds in Lua before, because no one ever needs to.
True.
But I think I'm the first person on the internet that actually did it, and I'm sharing it.
And judging by your voice right now, I'm going to assume that you're recording.
Yes, I am.
Yep, I can tell.
Good. I guess that's okay. Yeah. Oh, why? Because of my gay ass wannabe British accent. Okay, I see.
No, because literally, whenever you're recording,
I
you do
gotcha.
that accent.
Sometimes I do it like. I mean, okay, yeah. You can look at it that way.
Not to mention, if you want me to rephrase, I can also say, whenever you're recording with me and Cliff, you are also doing said accent.
Not gonna deny that. Damn it, my cover's been blown.
Get fucked, mate.
Well, I don't. Well, okay.
So, you're excited for tomorrow?
Yes, actually, and to be quite honest, you know, the one sad thing about me is, like, if there's something like this whole footstep sound thing was pissing me off, like, a lot. And the unfortunate thing is, if you have something on your mind like that, it's gonna just keep pissing you off and pissing you off, and you're gonna have a bad time. You know? It's done and fixed and it works, and I'm shocked about it, so I can spend all my time thinking about whatever the fuck we do tomorrow.
Awesome.
Yeah. But you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, when something's on your mind, you kind of just have bad days and shit.
Completely.
Yeah.
So, I'm currently driving home from my grandparents' house, who we just did more Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh, nice. That you got some pretty badass grandparents who fucking play Kingdom Hearts, dude. That's sick.
Yeah, they're awesome.
That is awesome.
We completed about 4 to 5 worlds
Please,
just
go
in
ahead.
out in like 2 hours.
Damn.
We did Wonderland, Olympus Coliseum,
That's a bitch.
2 visits to Traverse Town.
Oh, nice.
Then crap, what's
I gotcha.
trying to remember what the world after Wonderland and Olympus Coliseum was. Deep Jungle, Tarzan.
Yeah.
We did that one, and we just got to Agrabah.
Agrabah, yeah. Agrabah's a fun one.
Agreed. So after that we have Nightmare Before Christmas, we have Little Mermaid,
Never,
Peter Pan.
Neverland or whatever.
Yeah, Peter Pan. And I think
Monstro?
Monstro. Forgot about that one.
Yeah.
And then after that is Hollow Bastion.
Hollow Bastion, and then End of the World.
I'm right behind you.
Hollow Bastion was so fucking fun. Oh my gosh.
Dude,
One of my favorites.
I got stuck for so long in that area because I didn't know where the fuck to go.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
For a lot of
Are you talking about like right when you go in the big doors and you have to fight Riku or whatever?
I'm right behind you.
And to me, when Riku, when Sora gets the Keyblade back from Riku and shit, I'm like, God damn it! Like, give the boy some, give him the Keyblade, damn it! Like, I like Sora with the fucking the wooden sword being a little bitch.
Dude, all I can say is for Riku, KH2 and KH Dream Drop Distance.
Oh, I'm probably gonna. Well, I know him from Kingdom Hearts 2 a little bit. I don't remember what he does or anything, but I'm assuming that I have a lot to look up for him.
Dude, Kingdom Hearts 2 is amazing.
Oh no, I played Kingdom Hearts 2. I beat it. I just don't remember it very well.
Fair enough.
The only thing I remember is Riku's a badass at the end, and he actually like he kicks ass with his fucking Solia or whatever.
My absolute favorite part from anything about Kingdom Hearts is got to be the intro to Dream Drop Distance.
I have yet to see that, so I'm probably gonna like it.
Yes, you do, and you're going to. I'll be cutting out for like 5 minutes so I can go to my computer.
No worries.
All right, see you soon.
See you. Alright, so, anyways, man, what was I gonna say? Damn it! Okay, so, I forgot where I was at. Sorry, folks. Totally forgot where I was at there. So I put them in the think function. What I needed to do was make it so that, I put my script in that think function, and it kept giving me oh, it's self, right? So everything said self, right? Self dot, and I thought maybe it doesn't know what the ent is. Maybe it's looking for the self entity. Maybe that is what I need to put instead of ent dot, because it wouldn't work within a function or anything. So I took ent and I made it the word self. And that, within an if statement, within a for loop, within an if statement, within two if statements, I believe, and then within a for loop, and then within a no, not within a function. That is how. That was what I needed to do the whole time. All I fucking needed to do was take the ent the whole time, change it to the word self, and that's it. That's all I needed to do. That's it. That's the only thing. So the whole issue, me staying up 24 hours plus trying to fix it, the only fucking issue that I had to fix, the only thing I had to do to fix it was to change the word ent to self. That's it. And I'm like, God damn it. Because, you know, I was like retyping the code and all this stuff, redoing it over and over again, shutting down the game, restarting it, trying different things, running the scripts at different times, and all that stuff. And nothing was working. And I did that, and I'm like, holy fuck. This is what I need here. And so, within Chloe's init.lua and Max's init.lua,
please go ahead.
That's the code I have. So I have the think function.
I gotcha.
With all of Dr. V-Reg code, or what? I'm sorry, I'm saying his name wrong. But all of his code there, but with my script at the near the top, and that fixed the footstep sounds. As I was telling Nick, I'm not sure if anyone else has actually done this because it was hard to figure out. I I guarantee you that, you know, I know that VJ Base itself is not coded to have custom footstep sounds in Lua. I fucking did it. But what I want to show you right now is the issue that I was talking about the whole time. So you know how wherever the girls walk or run, they have the sounds of walking on concrete all the time? That's the same issue in the last video. There's stuff, look.
I'm hella ready.
See how when Max moves, it's concrete sounds? And same thing with Chloe.
I'm right behind you.
See, like if I do this. If I go over to her, if she walks. See how it's concrete sounds? See? I was just getting fed up with this shit.
Let me in.
Because remember in GM Brighton where they were walking on snow and it was sounding like they were on concrete? I was getting fed up with that. Because I'm like, okay, you know, I can't really change it or whatever. You know, I'm not going to take the time to do it. Honestly, guys, it was pissing me off. So I took the time to figure it out and I actually did it. So it is possible to make custom corrected footstep sounds wherever the models go, wherever the NPCs go under VJ Base. So on VJ Base, this is VJ Base. I did not need to recode the girls' thinking or anything like that. I didn't need to change the girls at all, really. I basically just added my script. So, god damn it, I hate this shit. Anyways, let me restart Garry's mod, and I will be back with the girls, and I will show you guys the new Chloe and Max. Okay. Enable that. So, I think you guys are gonna like this. Now, I may or may not give you guys my script. It really depends on what you guys want. If you guys want me to give you the script that fixes the footstep sounds, and this is for any VJ base NPC, SNPC, on the VJ human base, any human, should work fine. The installing it though, it might be a little bit tricky. Actually, you know what? No. I'm not able to give this out. Well, I can give the script out, but I can't like give out, you know, for actual custom things. But I can give the script. Anyways, let me get Chloe here. You know me and silenced. Alright guys, I think you're gonna like this because I mean yeah, the citizens are bugged for whatever reason, I'm not sure why. I don't know why the citizens are bugged. But who cares? Because I don't give a fuck about the citizens. I want my Chloe. Anyways. Let's spawn the Max Caulfield Rachel. Alright. I prefer this Max anyway. I think she's more pretty. She's cuter. Anyways. Oh shit. Hold on.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Damn it, encoding overloaded, I know. So what are you doing right now?
Actually practicing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, cool.
So I can kill Cliff tomorrow.
Anyways. So. This, oh man, you guys are gonna like this. Because, again,
I gotcha.
there's... Oops. So, check this out, folks. The I know the lag is considerable. It's because of the Discord, but what can you do? Anyways, ooh, radar range 5,000. Thank you. All right. So, check this out, folks. The more the merrier. This is the thing that has been pissing me off for so long, and unfortunately there's people that most people out there don't really care about fine details as much as something as simple as footstep sounds, you know. But that shit pisses me off because I like realism. So yeah, I mean, you'll never really see me play Ace Combat 5 or whatever, those kind of like flight games. You only see me playing the fucking simulators, military type simulations, and the hardcore as real as it gets kind of stuff. But anyways, check this out. So they're on concrete, right? They have the footstep sounds as if they are on concrete, which they are. Watch this. When I go on the grass, or they go on the grass, actually, I'm gonna do this. Max, go on the grass. Damn it, she's going in there.
Nice saying, fuck you. I'll do what I want.
True that. Anyways, Chloe, please go in the grass. And you'll notice when she actually goes on the grass, check out when Max goes. Actually, I'm gonna have Max stay. Oh my god, this lag. Check this out. So when Chloe runs, listen. That's grass sounds, right? And watch when she goes on the concrete. What do you think, folks? And it even works with the sand too, so we're gonna go to the sand over here. And you'll notice, and I even have it so that it works with the water as well. So it works with any surface now, pretty much. Not all of the surfaces, but the most
I got
of the surfaces that you'll
got it,
notice
got
in
it.
maps and stuff. Check this out. Check it out.
I got.
See that? Yeah, the water sounds.
I'm right behind you.
Now they have sounds on grass. What do you think, folks? This was so hard. Like, honestly, I was really ready to give up because there was such a high chance that this was not possible at all. But holy fuck, I did it. And I didn't tell you, Nick, but this was my this was my first ever programming project.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, actually sitting down and coding a little bit. And the funny thing is, I'm not fluent in any language. Yet I fucking did it.
Huh.
Yeah. So, if you guys want the script that I used, I'll show you guys how to use it and stuff, but if you guys want the script, let me know in the comments and I'll upload the script and then I'll make a video on how to apply it to your NPCs. But again, don't I'm not going to show you how to decompile other people's add-ons or anything like that, because I mean that if you really want to do that, then there's ways to do it and you'll find out how, but I'm not going to be one of the ones who shows how to decompile other people's add-ons, because it's fucked up. But the only reason I do it is because I'm required to. I have to. I mean, why reinvent the wheel, you know? But like, I don't like I didn't like decompiling Max or Chloe or anything like that. It was just the easier thing to do and the quickest way of doing it, getting it accomplished.
I got.
So what I'm going to do is just show you guys how to apply the script.
Please, go ahead.
And keep in mind, I'm not sure if like it will work in a GMA add-on, like actually compiling your add-on and giving it out. I don't know if that script will work like that. I'm not sure, probably not. This is just with, you know, loose mods where you just have the folder and you don't have the add-on name or anything, you just have the folder and it runs through Garry's mod. Dude, this is so awesome.
I got you.
So they have sounds and like walking in grates. They have sounds on snow and stuff like that too. So if we go to Viton again, you're not basically, you guys are never ever gonna see these girls sounding like they're walking on concrete when they're walking on grass or snow. You're not gonna have that ever again.
Gotcha.
Because I'm sure as hell not gonna fucking uncode what I did and make it less realistic, you know?
Yes, you will.
No, I probably won't. Or I may just to troll, but that's it. Some of your settings may reduce visual quality on high detailed models and even crash your game. Yeah, crash my game, bullshit. Reduce visual quality and give me lag, fuck yeah. This is awesome.
I'm hella ready.
So, you know, like the movie Frozen, right, Nick?
Yeah.
You know Anna?
Yeah.
She kept following me around and it pissed me off because I didn't want her to follow me around, so I shot her in the face with a crossbow.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds like something.
Off camera, of course. Don't want to get a whole bunch of hate.
Bitch, you're getting that anyways.
I know I'm getting it anyway, but okay. Maybe I should just do that. Well, let me just say this. I will shoot Anna in the face with a crossbow any day, but you'll never see me shoot Korrio Max. Racial iffy.
But I have a feeling that's not
I
true.
gotcha.
What?
That I'll never see you shoot Korrio Max.
Only if I'm testing something, probably.
Probably.
Like if I'm testing like a mod or some shit, but right now I'm done modding because I am fucking exhausted. Dude, I spent 2.5 days trying to figure this stuff out with the footstep sounds,
I'm right behind you.
and what happened was, for the last 2 days, I literally got up at 10 in the morning and worked until midnight that night, went to bed, woke up at about 10 in the morning the next day, worked all the way to midnight again, and then I went to bed and then woke up this morning and fixed it. So I'm exhausted. That's over 24 hours of constant thinking.
I gotcha.
Like, oh my god. Insane. But it was damn worth it, because look what I get. I get ultimate realism. These two girls are now perfect in my eyes. Literally. And, yeah. I wonder who I'll give the ring to first. I don't know, lame joke. Anyways, alright. I'm not doing much right now, I know, because of just the lag. So that's why I'm not doing much. Let me look at my my monitor here.
I'm an absolute idiot. Crap. This is not good. This is gonna hurt.
Okay, my CPU is actually doing some stuff, but it's still only running on one thread, and my GPU is doing jack. It's not even doing anything. It's not even using my GPU. Fuck you, Garry Newman. You can't code with the shit, bitch. Sorry. Sorry, I went on the rant there. If you Garry Newman, if you watch this, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound like a dick, but like honestly, man, like multi-thread your shit, please. I know it's hard to do so, but I mean, it's damn worth it. Like, look, I have this computer is not, it's making my computer look like shit, is what it's doing.
I gotcha.
The computer or you?
Both. Mostly my computer though. It's making everyone think that I got a really piece of shit laptop.
That's me.
Not really. I mean, it's way better. The one you got rid of or whatever is a piece of shit.
Yes.
The one you have now is technically a gaming system. It's just not fully updated. That's all. But I mean, if I didn't have this computer, I would use your computer too. I mean, shit. It works. It's got lights and shit.
I gotcha. Just.
Steve Warrior.
Like I said, folks, I'm not giving these girls out or anything, but I will give my script out if you guys want. But Nick, I will give you the girls too if you want them. Which I'm assuming you do. I mean,
Gotcha.
fuck, you do need VJ base, but I mean,
That right there would be the problem.
what?
DJ, I don't have that.
Well, guess what? It's free and it's easy to get.
Cool.
It's all off the Steam Workshop, bro. You do know there's like 1.2 million add-ons on the Steam Workshop alone for Garry's mod.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. VJ Base is... All you need is to subscribe to that and that's it. It's about, I think, at most 200 megabytes of size. And after that, I just give you the girls and the girls will work flawlessly.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Watch me give the girls to you, and then we have the same shit that happened in Left 4 Dead. Remember that?
Well, to be honest, what happened in the Left 4 Dead thing, we were just being complete utter idiots.
Yeah. Well,
Gotcha.
it also is a good thing. It's kind of a learning experience because it shows you too that the simplest thing will not work.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Behind you.
So, I mean, that also gives you a glimpse of what I have to deal with on a daily basis, like what I had to deal with trying to fix the bugs, you know?
Right.
I mean, for me, it's hell. For you, it's just pray and hope I get it right.
Even for me. So, if you remember correctly, James, one of the cards that Cliff used against me, it's like
It's one of his favorite cards, the Stardust Dragon.
Gotcha. Right behind you.
I have him now,
Oh, nice.
and he doesn't know I have it.
this is gonna be a lot of fun for me when when
I'm right behind you.
That reminds me, I need to charge my GoPros.
Yeah, do that now, so we're not waiting for you for 50 minutes.
Oh, my GoPro's right here, and I'm getting it. So.
I'm on it. I gotcha.
Alright guys, well, there's really not much happening here, because obviously the lag and stuff, so I'm going to cut it here. So that's all for this part. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, smash the like button, go badass, leave a comment, and we will see you guys next time. Farewell.